Rhonda Kelly, and I want to welcome you to this women's ministry course, Women and Church Growth. It is my privilege to be the president's wife at the New Orleans Baptist Seminary, but I also want you to know, as a 15-year-old, I was called to serve the Lord in a special way, and since that time, it's really been woman to woman. So I really believe in ministry to women, and that's my personal calling. I love being an adjunct professor of women's ministry here at the seminary as well, teaching in this women's ministry program, but also in our Ministry Wife program. Now, you may wonder, why would a women's ministry program have a course with this name, Church Growth? Well, I pray that you'll get beyond just a title and understand that this class is going to include some great principles that apply not only to the church body as a whole, but especially to that group of women that the Lord places in your realm of ministry. So many of these principles will apply to you as a woman leading other women. I pray by now that you've had a chance to familiarize yourself with the Blackboard shell and that you have printed out your course syllabus. There's one for those of you taking the class for undergraduate credit. Heads up, it'll be a WMCM number for this course. And then those of you who are taking it for graduate level credit, and that's a CEWM syllabus. So both of them are posted for you on the Blackboard shell. And you'll see the requirements for this course and the description of the nature of the course. And this semester, as we learn together, we have 4 specific objectives. Certainly, we want to understand some basic principles of church growth as they apply to us and our women's ministry. Number 2, we're going to be looking at different types of churches and the trends in church growth that connect with each of those church types. Number 3, we're going to talk about applying those church growth principles very specifically to women's ministry programs. And then number 4, you're going to have the opportunity to assess the health of not only your church, but your women's ministry. A man named Dr. Tom Rainer has done a lot of writing in the area of church growth. He serves as president of Lifeway Christian Resources. And we're going to be using as a textbook the book that Dr. Tom Rainer and Dr. Ed Stetzer wrote together, and it's entitled The Transformational Church. So I hope you've gotten a copy now of your textbook so that you can keep ahead with your readings on a week-by-week basis. And you'll notice that, by the way, on your schedule, that it will give you suggested readings for each week. Now, each week you need to attend class, and the way you do that is by just clocking in to our Blackboard shell. And as you do, you'll want to familiarize yourself each week with the PowerPoints, the reading assignment, the video lecture, and then the threaded discussion. The threaded discussion will allow you the opportunity to apply some of these principles in your own life and ministry. So you'll need to answer the question, but then you'll need to interact with the other ladies who respond, just like you would do in class. So be sure to keep up on a weekly basis, and be sure not only to answer the questions yourself, but read the answers of others, respond to them, and get to know the ladies in your class. You'll see the requirements as they're described in your syllabus, how we grade for them, and the breakdown of the percentage of the grade for each requirement. And then you'll see an outline that gives the weekly schedule for the discussions. And so each week we'll be looking at a different aspect of church growth and how it applies to ministry to women. The syllabus also includes some guidelines and some helpful numbers, by the way, if you have trouble with Blackboard or if you need to get information about your grade for the class through our self-serve system. And so that instruction is in your syllabus as well. And then you'll see references, resources in your bibliography, more books about church growth principles. And so I pray that this is a course that will make you think more about how church happens, how ministry happens. It doesn't just happen. Certainly the Holy Spirit gives leadership and direction, but there are some basic strategies and principles that can help us to develop and grow healthy Christian ministries. I'll be praying for you this semester as we learn together and look forward to interacting with you each week. God bless.